So let's get to this now, John, about what you're talking about with kids and how they can stay healthy, or pitchers who get older, how they can stay healthy. I'm watching the Little League World Series, and I can't help but think that these kids shouldn't be throwing the speed that they're throwing and sometimes snapping off what they're snapping off, John. What is the answer for a parent out there with a youngster thinking about a long-term viability of an arm here?
Well, believe it or not, the answers have been there all along. They're choosing not to pay attention to it. When I look at all the different organizations that are set up to promote youth baseball, it's mind-boggling. You can't get through it. There are so many showcase games. There are so many leagues that are promoting year-round baseball, not as each entity is doing. It's just you add them all up, it's year-round baseball. And kids and parents are all getting their quest to be a Major League Baseball player, but they're trying to pick a sport. These entities are asking kids to pick a sport at 9, 10, and 11. So when you see the Little League World Series, the first thing that comes to my mind is it would think just by sheer numbers, all right, these are the elite, right? These are the best kids that we have in the country. I do not remember many Major League pitchers that ever pitched in the Little League World Series. Now, that's not a precursor to saying you got to make the big leagues. But if these are the best, why aren't they translating long-term into Major League careers? You're seeing position players that have flourished through the Little League World Series and made it. Now, grant you, there's less than 1% of all baseball players ever make it to the big league, so it's very skewed at best. But play that forward. If they're playing Little League Baseball and they're pitching at this level and at the highest level and they're snapping breaking balls and curveballs, they're going to do this 10 times forward because kids can't hit these pitches. If they can't hit them, they're going to keep throwing them. And if they keep throwing them, they're going to have success. And what do? We love success. And parents get enthralled with it, so they go more is better. And the next thing you know, they're increasing their odds of injuries. They're increasing their odds of surgeries. Dr. Andrews Institute has always been out in front with the information. He said, and other doctors alike have said, I don't like doing these surgeries. It's a curse, kind of, because the surgery has shown success, but it's not at the rate that people think. There are so many myths on Tommy John surgeries that people think, they'll be better, they'll throw harder, they'll be like this guy, they'll be like that guy. No, it's not even close. They'll return closer to the level they once were at. So if you're 13, you got a chance to get back to pretty good 13-year-old baseball. So it's an epidemic, and it has taken us by storm to realize that parents have the opportunity and the keys to slow this down. But the organizations that are out there, the 50, the 100 of them, they've done a great job making money and promoting this. And so there'll be a tournament in Jupiter where 1,000 kids from all over the country are going to come down and play. There's all kinds of showcase games, and I'm telling you, it's only going to keep getting worse if we don't find a way to slow it down.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.